Deadpool and Wolverine return to theaters this week to save Marvel movies, crack a bunch of jokes, milk the nostalgia of 30 years of comic book movies, and cash a big fat check for Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, Zeb Wells even, and I'm not sure it succeeded in quite all of those things. Matter and antimatter, Disney and F-bombs, resurrecting timelines that shouldn't exist. Deadpool and Wolverine is a film of pure paradox, a movie that should not exist, but I'm glad it does. This third installment of a film for which even the character admits that it should not have a franchise is a great example of a movie that is still somehow great, but not good. Stick around. I'm Dan Umpton. All right, first off, do me a favor, hit subscribe and the bell. I make about one of these videos a week, the first of which this week was the Doctor Doom, but please don't miss even one. Deadpool and Wolverine is supremely silly as a film that both works for it and against it. Again, it is a film of paradox on a lot of levels. All the reviews, both positive and negative, are objectively correct. If you are critiquing this film from the point of view of a piece of pure cinema, yes, it is structurally a mess. Three frankly bonkers acts with a somewhat unclear resolution, an inexplicable villain, a ho-hum MacGuffin, and a ton of cream cheese fan service. If you are critiquing this film from how much fun it is and have been invested in superhero films since 1997, yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun, like the most fun you probably had since No Way Home or Endgame. Look, spoilers follow, so please do me a favor, save this until you actually watch the movie and then check this out. The plot is roughly that Deadpool gets rejected from the Avengers, decides to do what we all do when we give up on our dreams, make a living doing non-violent stuff, then gets pulled out by the TVA's Paradox, an aptly named character for this movie, who wants to prune his Fox Universe timeline because Logan died. Deadpool steals the TVA portal, bounces around looking for a replacement Logan. You get some fight scenes, pretty well every version of the comic-accurate Logan, from the short version of Logan, maybe too short, that's not 5'3", to Uncanny X-Men 251, to Age of Apocalypse Weapon X, Wolverine vs. Hulk, Old Man Logan, a comic-accurate Old Man Logan, Henry Cavill Logan, which, if they're going to recast this character, please, that is my choice now at this point. That would be a hilarious one-up on DC. Anyway, to a pre-Old Man Logan, who he ends up with Deadpool in his timeline after a series of misadventures and violence and cameos. And that's it. Well, thanks for watching. This has been the Doomcast. We'll see you again next week. Just kidding, just kidding. They get pruned when they return to the TVA and end up in Elias limbo void, the place Loki ended up at the end of season 1. They run into a number of Fox X-Men, Chris Evans in a surprise return as the Human Torch this time, who is promptly skinned alive by Cassandra Nova when captured. Also, Human Torch's powers are such that Pyro could probably not do what he actually did. If anything, Human Torch could do the reverse. Pyro just manipulates flame, he doesn't create it or technically absorb it, but this is from Fox movies, not comics, so I'll just relax. Despite escaping Cassandra Nova's clutches, the duo undergoes a quest to uncover as many fan service cameos as possible. Dogpool, Nicepool, Headpool, of course, but the latter surprise cameos from Wesley Snipes, Blade, Jennifer Garner's Elektra, Daphne Keene's older, Laura Kinney X-23, Channing Tatum's Gambit, who only confused people in the theater that I was in, and the jokes about his never being anywhere but the void went over everybody's heads. Nobody understood it, because apparently not a lot of people understood that Channing Tatum really wanted to start as Gambit for like a dozen years. Anyway, I've also gone on record that Channing Tatum's Gambit would have been a disaster. I stand by the accent allegations, but I want to take back a lot of what else I said. He did sound hilarious and looked entirely wrong, as I suspected, although the costume was on point. The action was directed very well, and it was kind of impressive, the use of Gambit's powers on screen. I really enjoyed that. In fact, in the battle with Cassandra Nova, I think that made it maybe bloodier than any previous comic film, even short of The Punisher. In any case, Cassandra Nova was supremely weird despite getting her origin mostly right and making her look good, but the MacGuffin of the main Fox universe, called so by Deadpool himself after escaping back to which universe did they actually end up in? Did they end up in the 616 Avengers universe or in their own Fox universe to start with? Anyway, they jumped through the Doctor Strange dimensional portal and they fought the Deadpool Corps in another big fan service display, which I was pleased to see that Remender's X-Force, Deadpool, Zenpool, all of that. After distracting the rest of them with Peter, they found the Time Ripper and did what you expected both of them to do, nobly sacrifice themselves for their universe only to come back unscathed and get Hunter B-15 on Greg Wamsgann's paradox for the whole scheme, and then apparently hook up with Peter. The movie ended with a roundtable of Deadpool, Logan, X-23, all of the rest of the cast, Colossus, Al, Copycat, who we never got as Copycat. Anyway, in their universe. Or was it Marvel's Prime 616 universe? I'm not really clear, because this is partly me angry at Feige's insistence, again, on using 616 as a designation for the film universe when that's been the comic universe. The film universe has been regarded as Earth 1999-99 for a while, as Deadpool said to his Deadpool Corps. Could we give the multiverse a rest at this point? Wizard of Oz did it. Wizard of Oz did it, and did it best. The gays got it. Anyway, it's not a great movie, but it's a great movie. It's a lot of fun, and I think at this point that's all that counts. Because after a lot of Marvel movies that have been just okay, and at worst just terrible, it was nice to have something that was actually kind of fun for once. So that's great, and I'll take it as a win. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. This has been the Doomcast. We'll see you again next week.